Hello there, Medicine here. Today we're doing another Miniverse Make It Mini prop. This is the lifestyle series, and previously with the lifestyle series we have done the Calico Cat teacups, the Calico Cat teapot, and I didn't do the video, but I also have a crystal vase. Shell vase, very pretty. But point is, these, as you see here, studio, these always come with a UV resin and a mold, which means you can remake whatever's in here with your own supplies or any extras that you have. So we're gonna get the gloves on and get started. I ran into a really big sale on all Miniverse stuff around Christmas. So I filled my stocking full of Miniverse, and now I have quite the assortment. So we'll be seeing quite a few videos of the Miniverse stuff. I did look up a little cheat sheet to see what's in here, so I think I know what this is, but let's just dig in and see. Alright, so what's cool about these packaging is that this turns into a little like table. I actually was able to use this kind of bamboo looking brown thing as a hat for a miniature doll that I have. So I do have some ideas to reuse these Miniverse things. Alright, so we definitely have this. This is the base for the mold. So put that to the side. Our multiple instructions. All of the packaging. Lots and lots of packaging. Lots and lots of packaging. And the other part of that. So that will go. I'll get the legs for this. There'll be some legs in one of these containers here. Have a sunny day. Well, already we see a teacup. This is the leg, the table legs to that. We'll open that first. We have our cute little faux packaging. I love these little packages, and there's a looks like there's a plate here, so that's fun. Thank you, with the little sunshine. This is a package in here. Feels like it might be something, cookies maybe? This is the resin. This feels like resin. Put that there. This is flat as can be. That might be stickers. This might also be sandpaper. And this is another. And this feels like it's going to be our mold. So, resin and mold. Small things. So this is going to be our table legs. Whoops. Oh, and some spoons. So there you go. We're going to have some spoons. So cute. These are doll size. They are perfect for dolls. We're just going to set them over here. Our legs. Hold on. For our container there. Let's get our little plate open here too. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's two plates. Ooh, we did. We got what I thought we were gonna get. As always, I just like to show this. They really put a lot of attention to details. These are super cute. It's mostly filler words. Laura Ipsum is like makeup language that Adobe Photoshop uses, or Adobe programs use to fill in and to mimic real wording, just so you can have a space holder for graphic design. So this isn't real words, but it's cute, and look, it looks like a little newspaper. So if you did like set up your little thing, you can set up the little newspaper, and you could set it up at different pages. You know, have it on the table, and your little dolls could be reading the newspaper. Cute. So these are really cute. So that means we're going to be doing, we've got 2 plates, 2 spoons. The last time we did one of these and we had 2 plates and 2 spoons, we had a kitty teacup. Now this time, they're black. Last time it was calico. This time it's black. So, we're gonna probably have the black cat teacups. So, let's go. And yep, look at that. There it is. Make a teacup. So we're going to be making teacups. We already did that before, but it was the calico cats, but this time it's going to be the black cat. So I'm going to show you what this is supposed to look like. So that is what we're making today. And it looks like it comes with like a little meringue puff instead of a cookie. And the eyes look like little crescent moons, which is super cute. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Oh my goodness, let's keep going. This is our little cream puffs. Let's see what this says. Sun-baked sweets. Look at those. Oh, there's a big one and a little one. They're meringues. How cute is that? They look like they might be coffee meringues. What if you put it on top? Like a little swirl of cream. If you had a coffee, this would be perfect on top. Oh, this looks like it's almost already open here. I actually want to look at this. I want to see these up close. Oh my gosh! How cute are these? These are adorable. Okay, so this would be like the cookie on the side. They're a little bit squishy. They have like a slight squish to them, not too extreme. So that's cute. They're like little, and then this would be really cute on top of like a coffee cup. Like a little, like, I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. Okay, we'll put them back in the container till I got ideas for those tiny ones. Oh, I got ideas. All right, let's put those to the side. Let's keep going on our skinny stuff. So this is the stickers and so this is sandpaper. Makey Make, sandpaper, 100% grit, DIY. This is to sand down the bottom so that they lay flat. I haven't needed it yet, so knock on wood. Alright, so here are our stickers. The decals. This is going to go on the mugs. Decorate your own cups. So it looks like it has a couple different faces. It's got kind of like a grinning cat, a little bit of an angry, mischievous cat, and then looks like 2 happy cats. Let's actually go ahead and look at that real quick. I am curious. Okay. Pull this down. It says, meow, meow, meow. That's funny. Okay. So what's interesting is that you've got 2 opposites here. It's like squinting, smiling, like it's up to no good, a little bit grumpy. And then these are the exact same, but they're looking at each other, like mirror images. I think I like these the most, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we do here. So we're going to put that to the side too. That comes at the end. This is our mold. So the kit only comes with 1 cup, but enough things to make 2. There should be enough resin. This is our resin. Yeah. This is our resin, and it says Studio Porcelain. So it's supposed to be like porcelain, black. So that's the color is black. And it says 100% fire. So, you know, you put the porcelain into the fires. This, you're going to put this on here. Alright, so let's pop our legs on. Alright, put that to the side. Okay, so you can only do one at a time if you use this. However, I have two. I happen to have the cup from my Calico Cat set, so I'm going to do two at a time. Now, these have, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if it'll, so inside of the mold, these actually have little kitty ears in that mold. I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not. It kind of looks like it might be. So the kitty, it's got these little triangles at the top, so it's got kitty ears. And this one also has the same thing. So these are they're identical molds. So I'm just going to, for time's sake, I'm going to do both at the same time. I don't need this because I have the silicone mat, and I have my UV resin lamp, my UV lamp. This set comes with, it should be enough resin to make two, and there are two handles. Now the only thing is that these handles, if you see here, are only in one direction because of the cat ears. You can't do these like left-handed and right-handed. They're all right-handed things. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. But you know, it's all good. So, all right, so I'm gonna actually start with the mold that came with the set first and make it in there. And then we'll make, just to make sure we have enough. So let's see if you can see the cat ears. Already we've got some air bubbles. I'm not happy about that. At least with the black you can totally see. So I'm going to fill up the bottom here a little bit. So with these molds, the best thing you can do is, if you have a heat gun, you can put the heat gun on it, because sometimes the heat helps the air get up and gets the bubbles out. I do not have a heat gun. They're like $20, and I don't know if I'm to a point where I need one. But for those of us who don't have heat guns, you can just kind of gently squish it and tap it, and that'll slowly kind of help the air come out. And like I said, because this is black, you can actually see there's an air bubble here. See, there's a bubble there. There's a bubble at the tip of the ear down here that I really want to get. I want to get that up out of there. I might need to get a toothpick and stab it down in there at it. And that's the other option, is to use like a toothpick to get in there. Okay, that was better. I got that one out, but this one's on this side's not coming out. I can't. I'm gonna need a toothpick. Let's grab a toothpick. Like I said, if you have a heat gun, that works. If not, just grabbing a toothpick. That looks good. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this up. Oh yeah, that might do the trick. Just checking, make sure that there's not any bubbles, and popping any that I do see, which is right there. Okay, so that one's good. Now we're going to do the same thing to this one. Since I have two, I'm just going to go for it. They look pretty good and level. I don't want it to be too, like, I want it to be kind of flat. Considering that these are supposed to kind of like be flat on a plate. Alright, that got rid of all the bubbles that were at the top. Now we're going to pop it under the UV lamp and go from there. And we're back. Alright, they've been under the lamp for a good while. Put them under for like probably 3 minutes on this side, flipped it over 3 minutes on this side, did like 30 seconds, and then another like 2 to 3 minutes. Just to kind of really get that all the way through. Now, I have had experience with these with the calico ones, and they do work really well. These molds work well with the UV lamp, so I'm not worried about that. Now, what's cool is that because this is silicone, all this extra resin here is hardened. So that just peels right off. So we're gonna pull on this and kind of release this. Okay. I already checked too, it's hard. I didn't want to accidentally be pulling that and it still be wet underneath. Oh no, oh. Boop. And there you go. How cute is that? That is the base of the teacup. It looks amazing. It is a little bit see-through, and there are some bubbles. See that? There's an air bubble right there. See how it's a little bit see-through? UV resin has to be a little see-through for the ultraviolet rays to get all the way through. That's disappointing though. That hole there is really... hole. That bubble is really disappointing. See, that's a real big air bubble there. And then you can see here there's some other air bubbles that left little holes in it. But the ears look good, and even with that, like, it's thankfully that's on the back side and the bottom, so it's not that noticeable. So this here, oh my gosh, sorry. So like I see, it's not too noticeable because it's at the bottom, the base of the cup. So, and these two little grooves here are for the handles, so we'll get to that in a minute. So even with it being a darker color resin, and even with me trying to, you know, pull it up and tap it and everything, there still was some air bubbles that got in there. That's the one risk with the UV resin. So if you do have a heat gun, like if this is something you're going to be doing a lot of, a heat gun would really help mitigate that. Alright. So those are there. Let's check this one. Alright, so this is the next one that just came out. And you can see there's some teeny tiny air bubbles that were here. See how there's some little slight holes. I don't know why that's got a different color to it. Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It is interesting though, because at first glance it looks solid black, but then when you look at it like this, you can see that it's actually not a solid black. It's a little bit transparent. And again, that's so the UV light can get in there and cure it all. So now that's done, we're going to pop open our tray here. Whoa. So I actually keep these little trays, and sometimes I keep the little thing in here. This one I might not keep that in there because it says make a teacup. But other ones I had were really cute. But I keep that tray because it's really cute to set the plates on. Oh, these plates are bigger than the tray this time. See? For the final setup it looks really good, but we're not there yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, we need to attach these 2 here. Alright, so what it wants you to do, I didn't even look at our instructions, but what it wants you to do is to take a little bit of that UV resin and use that to attach it. Oh, it wants you to put the stickers on first. Oh, that's interesting. And then attach the handle. I'm gonna attach the handle first. That's what I did the last time, so that's what I'm gonna do this time. So, the biggest question is, what face am I gonna put on the cats? Alright, let's get this going a little bit here. I don't want to put too much resin. Okay, perfect. One little dab, one little dab. Pop that in. Now, with saying that, you can actually, I can use the resin to smooth over those holes that are in the teacup too. So not for nothing, there is ways to resolve that. Now we're going to pop that under the lamp. Come on. And be right back. Okay, these projects take longer than I thought. Alright, so these are attached with some UV resin. It's on there really good. It's not going nowhere. And it actually looks kind of nice. If you can look at that, by the time it, like, because it's the exact same resin as the cup itself, it blends right in. But under the UV light, this is blue and that's black. So it's kind of funny to see that difference. Okay. Alright, so now, that's so cute. Now I gotta add the stickers. I brought out my Calico Cat set because I wanted this to match. So this is an angry cat and this is a happy cat. So I was gonna just do these two, but seeing this is, the Calico Cat set did not give you an option, so you just had to do what it was. But I'm really drawn to these because they look like little moons, so we're just gonna go with those. Alright, put you back. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the cute moon sets. The classic happy cat. Alright, so shirt's on there. That looks good. It looks kind of like an owl. And now, put that so I can hold that good. I'm going to really rub it on there. Try to get all the air bubbles out of the sticker. Really rub it on there. Try to peel the top off. This is, doesn't like that. I don't like that. Okay, let's try. I just need to pull the plastic off, the plastic backing off of the sticker. I can't get up under there. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. Patience is key. Alright, what do you think? It's kind of a little bit derpy. I feel like the sticker left a lot of residue behind. You know, it looks good in the camera though. Okay, I think it'll be cute for pictures. That's all I care about. We aren't doing this for anything crazy. We are doing this for DAW photography. Y'all, I wish I was like super cool. All right, here, let's try a different thing. All right, let's get this burnished. I'm using a silicone, which has a little bit more of a give. All right, so what you're doing is it's called a backing. So there's a plastic sticker that's clear that is holding the sticker that you want to stick. Look, that face is weird too. I guess that's just how it's supposed to be. It carries the sticker, the permanent sticker, to your project. And it's clear so you can see through it. And then you have to kind of really rub it. And by rubbing it, you're activating the stickiness on the permanent sticker. And it's supposed to adhere to whatever you're wanting it to adhere to. And then you peel the clear backing off. And the base sticker stays on. See? So you clear this top sticker off, the backing, and the bottom stays behind. Yeah, well, that one turned out cute. So the mouth is a little bit askew, but it looks like they're both like that. Like they're both, like their little lips are kind of off to the side. So it's still complementary, mirror-ish. So there you go. And then we now have 2 extra stickers, which I actually adore these. And if our experiment over here with the handle turns out, we have the molds that we can reuse. So look forward, I'm going to do a remix video with these cats, doing another cat picture, because I think that's fantastic. So okay. So this is actually a table from a different Miniverse. The lifestyle stuff, which is funny because I don't know why they have teacups. Well, teacups are fancy, but this little shelf doesn't really fit the lifestyle setting, but the table does. So we're gonna put these on a table. Here you go. You can see. And then we're gonna open this up. And it shows 1 big at each. And 1 small. So there's a big one and a small one. And that, my friends, is our finished product. We have cute little cat. Oh, that's hilarious. He's eating the spoon. Okay. Oh my gosh. And now we're losing the little meringues. Oh my goodness, y'all. Why does this always happen? Just stick. Ah! Chaos! Why is it sticking to everything? Oh crap. Where did that go? I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Hello? Miranda? Miranda Cookie? Where are you? Where is it? Like, for real though, where did it go? Oh my god. We recording all of that? That was crazy. Okay, well, take you off. I'm gonna remove this tray because I think that's our problem. Yeah, I think the tray is our problem. All right, let's put this here. Oh my gosh. This takes like all day to make these videos, y'all. Are these not cured all of the way? Are they still sticky? I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Cute. Okay, got it. All right, now let's pull it up so you can see the final result. And I'm gonna put my finger back here so I can tilt it. Yeah, cute. It's very cute with the little meringue cookies. I don't know how you pronounce those. They're delicious. I don't eat them very often, but to me, I think it's like just sugar and egg whites, but cooked. But that's really cute. My thoughts are, I think I might make these and then fill it with like a dark brown resin to mimic tea and then put that on top. Like think of that as like a dollop of cream with some like I think this would be really good as like a Cool Whip or like a cream on top of a coffee or something. So they kind of match the previous Calico Cats. So these Calico Cat, the Calico Cat ones came with these little like paw print cookies, which I personally think looks a bit better than the meringues. But I like that it's a variety. I like that there's like some difference. The Calico Cats have like a gold spoon. The black cats have like silver, so that's neat. I get the plates. I don't know about the black and white striped plates. I don't know how I feel about that. But now we have like a full set of teacups. I've got Calico Cats and black cats, so that's fun. I have 2 molds, so now I can make 2 cups at a time. And I can make something else, and it doesn't have to be cups. And so yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm gonna throw some pictures at you, show it with the dolls. I already know that these work really well with the dolls, see? They look really good with the BJD size, the blind box BJD size. And they're also good for like USD if it's like a toy set. So if you're playing like pretend or playing house, or if you have like, you know, toys for your BJDs, like the bigger dolls, these work well as toys for the BJDs. I do believe they also work for Barbie dolls. So any of the Barbie style or Barbie size dolls, I believe these Miniverse series works really well for those size dolls too. So if you're a maker, if you do any kind of videos with those kinds of things, they're great for that. So thanks so much for watching. This video took way longer than I wanted it to, but I'm so glad I did it. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to some Miniverse remixes in the future, as we are going to reuse some of these things and experiment with them and have a lot of fun. And until next time, bye! Okay, so I kept going with the resin since I already had my UV lamp and everything, and I actually was able to make 2 more little cat cups, and I still have more resin in here. This 1 bottle of UV resin makes 4 of these little cat cups, and they like with extra, like there's still more in here. So that's really exciting to know. You can continue to make some of these. You can use these. I will be putting the rest of these stickers on here because these turned out great. I might use them as little planters. I might do something different. I don't know. I might try using this to kind of make a thinner handle out of polymer clay to make another handle. But I just wanted you to know that I kept going because I already had everything set up and had my gloves on. And this UV resin bottle from this kit makes 4 complete cat sets, cat teacups. And there's still extra in this bottle. There's still more in that bottle. So I just want that to be something, little tip you can keep making. So if your first one messes up, and I have heard that it kind of varies, like how much resin is in these kits can vary from container to container. But in this series, what is this? The Miniverse Make It Mini Lifestyle Series 2. Series 2, there is enough in here. So that means that I can try to go back and get my white and maybe make a couple more of the white ones too. So we can have a whole bunch of little cat containers that I can use for who knows what. So I wanted you to see that. So thanks for watching. Bye!